We all love stories. Most people love to read them, but there are few who would prefer to listen. So, for those of you who prefer to listen, this is for you. Welcome to the Bible Stories. My name is Liz Kanye, and I'll be your host.
Hello, and thank you for joining the Bible Stories, the home of Bible stories told in an African way or with an African touch. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the challenge. Yes, I have heard you. Someone has asked for the story of Abraham. It will come very soon. Someone else has asked me to complete the story of Boaz and Ruth. Even that one will come very, very soon. Today, however, I want to tell you the story of a queen. Yeah, her name was Queen Esther. And to tell you her story. And this story can be found in the book of Esther. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So we have spoken in this channel, we have spoken about how kings those days would capture other kingdoms and then they become the king over all those. So now there was a king who was called, some versions call him Artaxerxes, others call him Ahasuerus. I'm not even sure that is how to pronounce it, but based on what I was taught by my English teacher, I would say Ahasuerus. There are others who call him Xerxes. So Xerxes was in charge of 127 provinces. They say those went up to India in part of Africa, the Middle East, yeah, all those, now there were provinces under King Xerxes. Let's call him Xerxes because I like that name. So at this point, King Xerxes was married to, I guess he had, like every other king, he had many wives and many concubines, but one had to be the queen. So the queen then was called Vashti. So when the story begins, King Xerxes was having a bash. I guess he was celebrating the fact that he has, his kingdom is this vast. So he gave a banquet to all of his nobles, to all the people who are leaders under his government. And the bash went on and on and on for days on end. And they were drinking wine, they were eating choice foods. I mean, the guy was rich. Then one time, he decides to call his wife, Queen Vashti. Queen Vashti apparently was very, very beautiful. So he sent for her to come because he wanted to parade her. He wanted the nobles to look at his wife and see how beautiful she is. But Vashti was behind the scenes. She had also thrown a bash for the maidens, the other women. So she was enjoying that season. And when she was told to come, she refused. Can you imagine the shock on the king? Who knows why she refused? The Bible is not clear. We do not know. There are some stories that have been told by historians, but I won't get into that. I'll just tell you what's in the Bible. She refused to come. So the king obviously was heartbroken. So later, he asked some of his close friends, what should be done to the queen now that she refused to come? One of his advisors told him, now, if you do nothing about this, then all our wives, because they have heard this story. So everybody knew that Queen Vashti had been summoned by the king and she refused to come. She blatantly refused to come. So this advisor said, because everybody knows, our wives are going to treat us the same way if nothing is done. You have to punish her so that our wives will know that if we call them and they refuse to show up, something will be done to them. They will receive punishment. So the punishment that was given was that she would be deposed from being the queen. And that was it. Queen Vashti was deposed. Now, after some time, the king missed having a queen. And he said, how do we get another queen? And he was told, why don't we have something like pageants? You know, the way you have many beautiful girls, they come and then you choose one from among them. Now, In the citadel of Susa, or shall we call it in one of the provinces, there lived a man called Mordecai. Mordecai had brought up his cousin, who was called Hadassah, because her parents died when she was young. So he raised her up as his own daughter. And whatever he told her, she would agree. So they were living in this citadel of Susa. And when he heard that there was a pageant, that the king was looking for a queen, so they were collecting the beautiful girls, he told Hadassah, you also go. Go to this pageant. And as you go there, do not let anybody know that you are Jewish. So I guess at that point is when she added the name Esther, or maybe she had the name Esther, but her Hebrew name was Hadassah. So she got into the program. Now in this program, they would treat you with oils and bitter herbs for 6 months, and then they changed the treatment so it was like for a whole year. So Esther, where she was put under a eunuch called Haggai. And she had so much favor with Haggai. So for some reason, Haggai just liked her, and she was very nice, yada, yada. So these girls, they would be called to go to the king one by one. So if the king is happy with you, after the king is done with you, now you're taken to another place. But none of them was chosen to be the queen until it was Esther's time. Now, when a girl is chosen to go to the king's chambers, they would ask for whatever they wanted, and it would be given them. So when it was time for Esther to go, Haggai advised her, told her what are the things that she should ask for. And that's exactly what she did. She heard what Haggai said, and she asked for, Haggai knew the king, so anywho. Esther goes into the king's chambers, and the king is pleased with her, and he announces, I have found me a queen. And so Esther is crowned the queen of the kingdom. And that, brothers and sisters, is how Esther became a queen, and she was a queen of 127 provinces. Yeah, but there's a reason that Esther became the queen, and we will get to know this in subsequent episodes. So stay tuned to this channel, and you will get to hear what happens. Until then, the Lord bless you. Do have yourself a wonderful, wonderful time.